My project is on microchips. Microchips are very small computer chips made up of silicon and small transistors. They can be used to make things work like smart glasses or contact lenses. They are currently used in electronics such as cell phones. They can also be used to find medical information in case of an emergency. Computer chips are really small electric currents. They are used to make computers, cell phones, and even microwave ovens. The computer chip was invented in 1958 by Robert Noyce and Jack Kilby, who worked on the computer chip from separate companies. Modern microchips contain millions of transistors in a space the size of a dime. One thing that you can make out of a microchip is contact lenses or glasses. Lenses will correct your vision and analyze your health. They will help people who need reading glasses read without them. They will be able to help the blind and can even be linked to a smartphone to collect data. Glasses could recognize faces, give a biography about a person, and translate from different languages. Telepathy is the communication of thoughts without using the senses. Microchips can make telepathy happen because you could use one to make a computer move. When a microchip is implanted in a brain, it can signal other devices just by a person thinking. This technology could help disabled people perform simple tasks such as flicking light switches or starting a car. Telepathy using microchips would be especially useful for someone who is paralyzed or in a wheelchair. They otherwise wouldn't be able to perform simple tasks such as flicking a light switch. A microchip is implanted onto the surface of the brain, so when they think about moving a muscle, the wireless chip will send signals to other devices, and they can move the light switch for you. Microchips will cost only a penny in the future. One transistor used to cost $8 in the 1960s. Now a single transistor will cost less than 1 cent. Computers will be everywhere because they're so cheap. They will control all money transfers. Chips will impact our cities and homes, and they will be very, very cheap. Moore's law is that processing power will double every 2 years, making microchips faster because the transistors that make a microchip function are smaller. Now that is coming to an end. Transistors, if they are small enough for Moore's law to hold up, would have to be only 10 atoms long, and they probably wouldn't function well if they were really that small. Chips would affect our life greatly. They would be in every school and house. They will make communication easier because the internet will also be everywhere. Microchips will automate routine tasks and simplify even mundane appliances around the house, such as the refrigerator or thermostat. They will make them easier to use. One of the greatest impacts of manufacturing chips is the environmental impact. A single 2-gram chip takes at least 3.7 pounds of chemicals and fossil fuels. While the impact of chips may be great and helpful for us, manufacturing all these microchips is only going to hurt the environment. In conclusion, microchips would have many positive effects such as contact lenses or glasses and telepathy to help disabled people get around better. Because of the cheap prices, they would be everywhere in our lives. The transistors that make up a microchip get smaller every year. However, they have some negative impacts like how they hurt the environment. Overall, computer chips seem like a very useful tool.